and welcome back to Rise of the Runelords, session 34. In the previous session, we've had your mission of getting back to the cart in order to retrieve some gunpowder for Dedrin, as he was running dangerously low on ammunition. After an interesting performance by Artanis, you all made it back inside. And were able to refresh yourselves. Then decided to head down back into the caverns below and try to open that stone door on the far end. With a key that was found, you were able to open it up, to which wafted out a terrible smell, admittedly. And as you entered, some artifacts of Karzarath lying there on a table, and behind a messy throne where the once regal Aldern Foxglove, now torn to 3 pieces, greeted you with a kind of warm welcome as his lordship, before the herder took over and began to attack. Though with a quick plea bargain from his lordship popping out again after taking any amount of damage, a third face took over this time. The Skinsaw Man, changing his appearance magically to be that of Karzarath, and following Karzarath the entire time, laying mercilessly into him, but luckily, after defeating his ghoul henchman and he himself, all of you managed to survive. And we find ourselves back on the surface, preparing for our next move.
Are those birds still there?
Yeah, it would seem so. I mean, if the map is anything.
Okay.
Yes, they are still there.
Should we just try to keep our distance and go with that?
I mean, they only got fussy when you got too close, right?
Yeah, I think it was around 30 feet. They got extremely agitated. But I think that would be our best bet. It doesn't seem like it'd be worth engaging them. I mean, unless somebody really wanted to. I will take everyone's silence as consent that we can probably just walk around.
I'm just thinking, why don't we try sending one at a time so that if we all go, it's not all of us being swarmed, and the one person can run back. If anything, I'm burdened.
Got it. Okay. I have 35 and Ver at half-life still has more health than me. So, what do you guys think? I think my AC can probably. Oh no, AC doesn't give a. They don't
Nope,
care
not
about
for
AC.
swarms.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, they just do it. They just. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, we can draw straws then.
Alright,
Actually,
sure.
well,
Here are the straws. Here are all the big ones. In my hand, here's a small one, Artanis.
all right. Looks like I drew the small straw.
Oops.
Not that anyone could have possibly seen that ending coming. But all right, here we go.
Why don't we go in pairs and then Karzarath can just fly around? He's already made it around the birds once without agitating them. He could fly around again.
But at that time, Artanis was leaping around like a freak, so maybe they were just distracted by him?
I don't know.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yes, let's test it one at a time first. Artanis.
All right, here we
We're gonna
go.
look out the window.
I'm gonna look out
Oh.
the other window. After Artanis leaves, I'm gonna look out this. Look, yeah,
Sure.
I'll look out the other window and watch too.
Okay, so I step out here. Do the birds seem to be behaving any differently?
Not in particular, not noticeably so.
Okay. I'll move towards this tree. What's that looking like? What's that looking like? Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. If there's nothing, I'm gonna creep on through the other side of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Many are watching you.
okay. As long
What
as
is it?
that's all they're doing.
Right.
Just window shopping my corpse.
Mm-hmm. Some of them shift around, as you might expect from a large gathering of ravens, crows.
Okay. Corvids.
Ravens.
Okay. I'm gonna keep scooting one square at a time, and if at any time I did something to the fuck myself, you just stop me, okay?
Yeah. Oh, I certainly will.
Okay.
Oh, with gusto. And a plump.
Okay.
And then
Um,
yeah. And then would it be safe to say that I can kind of move north a little bit further away from them?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So I'm gonna. I think I have prestidigitate. I think I have that cantrip.
Probably.
Probably. Yes. So I'm gonna prestidigitate like a flashing signal of fire, like, "Hey, I'm fine."
Well then. The secret flame. Will I pick up this body?
I'll let you guys take the body, but
Well,
I mean, Tedrin does have a good point. It's also a good deterrent. We could probably throw the body at them too.
I already also have proof of person. We don't need a corpse.
I mean, it really just kind of like drills it home if we show up with a corpse, though.
I vote we keep it in the house and let it burn. I already have proof of person.
I think if boss doesn't tell me to do it, then I'm not gonna do it.
I'm the reason
My
that you
vote.
carried it all the way downstairs because I asked you to.
And my vote's to keep it burning.
Oh, if
Let
you
it
mentioned,
burn.
I mean, I guess.
If we-
Yeah, I think I don't want to carry it anymore. Got
Okay.
a bad vibe.
I hope it's enough.
Just let the motherfucker burn.
Just
Who wants to
Karzarath, I
go
don't
next?
know if you're here. Do you still have the oil-soaked arrows? I don't know if he's here.
I'm pretty sure he does. He made a point of it. And I told him to slow down, and everybody was like, well, for later. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Something like that.
Oh, he's got something going on.
Uh-oh.
I am like 99% certain that he has the oil-soaked arrows because he made a point to make those and
Alright,
not
well,
use them.
I'm gonna ask DM Dieter, because I'm pretty sure Karzarath would do this, because he also was down to burn the building. When we're all out, I'm gonna ask him to ready one of them and light it on fire, because I would like to begin pouring some of my black powder across the rooms
Sure.
to make it ignite even better. I don't
As
know
a
how
proxy
many.
for Karzarath, I can confirm. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know how many doses you want me to remove to at least like trail a line, kind of like from this room through here and into the main lobby.
Ooh, it's gonna blow up real good. I can't wait.
That's a good question.
How fat
It
do you
doesn't
want
need to
the
be
lines?
a pretty line. I just need it to be able to catch.
Yeah.
And probably not very fat line, or what do you mean? Like,
Well, this place is already decrepit, so the fire arrow will probably light it up. I'm just adding the
A
powder
little bit
as
of
like an
extra
extra
oomph.
oomph. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lines don't need to be big. It just needs to be enough to catch and go up.
Okay. Here, let me.
So while they're talking about whoever's going next, I would like to begin pouring some black powder.
Let's go with, because these doses are probably not too huge. Let's go with 6 doses to just get a smattering of black powder across the floor.
Alrighty. And if the black powder keg is too heavy for me personally to lift, I'd be like, Ver, do me a favor, just pour some out.
yeah, I'll do it if he asks me to.
And that's what's going on while whoever else decides to go next.
If they're working together on that, Cece would offer to go next.
Sure. I mean, if you wish.
And have a better view in case somebody fell. It's easier to see an open field than it is through a window.
Bear looks out the window. He's being weird again. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, he
Be careful.
She looks out the window too and goes, "Yeah, he may already need help. That might be the signal for help. I'm not sure."
Perhaps.
Okay,
All
I'll
right.
see you on the other side.
Have a good run. Is that what one's something? I don't. Good luck.
Good luck. That works. All right, see you in a bit, and I will go out the. Did we unlock the front door? I don't think we did.
No.
Nope, never.
Okay, yeah, I will. You say that like you're so disappointed in us. You're like, you guys never figured out the door. There's probably a key.
Maybe a little
that.
bit, but also I had to expatriate my son Pumbaa.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Okay,
He
so
was
I will.
exiled from the tribe.
Yep.
Right, I will go out the. We'll go out the window. And I will skirt along the building, watching the birds.
With Hippie Edrin.
Did you?
It's a.
Do not fall. Do not trigger the angry birds. Do not fall. Hurry to
Or shoot
Artanis.
themselves out of
Right?
shoot themselves out of slingshots.
I'm gonna get ready to go next and tell Ver to be my buffer, so if anything goes wrong, he can come and get me.
Yeah. Hey, boss, if you want to just run, like I'll shield you. Like if you want to run with me.
Let's go one-on-one for now. It's working so far.
All right. Here we go.
And I will go outside, and as I go outside, oh, you're going or I'm going? I said I was gonna go next, so you can be the buffer behind me.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
My bad.
Remind me, the ground surrounding this place is all dried out and dead, right?
Mm-hmm. It's
I'm gonna pour.
been like
Yeah.
wetted by the storm, but it's not fresh.
All right. I'll pour an extra little smattering of black powder at the base of the grass so it can ignite better.
Nice.
Sure.
And I will begin my walk with my hand on my holster, ready to draw.
And then I think right about now is when I'll start.
And
then
I would have definitely told Karzarath to, fire that flame-lit arrow.
yeah, he's gonna do that.
So are you or are you not bringing the corpse with you?
I think we decided that was a no.
We're leaving it to burn.
Okay.
And now, yeah, boom. He is fast. Let's see.
Sure.
Now we go to my horse and stuff, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, does a roll need to be made to have the building ignite from the arrow?
right.
Let's have Karzarath roll from his short bow after lit. And because of the weight differential, I'll give it a -2.
Alright. What was the roll?
Just short bow -2.
Okay. Alright, now.
Got his sheet up.
Yeah, I just got it up.
Heal.
Main. Short bow. Public roll. Say that wrong.
Only 2, okay. So, it lands, on the ground next to the house, pretty much in the pile, which does ignite. It seems to lick at the building, but from out here it doesn't seem to be doing much of anything besides leaving soot on the walls.
Well, that's why we want to target the house itself with fire arrows.
Okay.
I mean, maybe, wait, if we made like some kindling around a wooden, is it a largely stone or largely wooden house?
Largely wooden, but this base here has a fair bit of stone.
Okay, well, so would it be right to say that the outside of the house is mostly stone? Or, yeah, mostly stone?
Just structurally on the first level, yes.
So if you would shoot at the second level, it would have more wood and more chance to go onto the fieriness?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it would be acceptable for Karzarath to try another shot. He made a couple, I think.
Sure.
Alright. -2, you said? Again? Or more?
a will save, actually.
Oh boy.
$13. Oh, no. As Karzarath draws back his the string of his short bow, he doesn't release the shot. In fact, he pulls it back and kind of drops it to the ground as Karzarath is stricken with fear, backing away from the house. He is panicked.
Damn.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back.
Holy shit snacks.
And yeah, Karzarath begins to run away.
Okay, man. Do what
Well,
you
that's
gotta.
that, I suppose.
Hopefully he's still afraid of the ravens as well.
So, I think... Hold on, let me just throw this up. I think this allows me to make, like, sparks or something. If it's, like, 5e, I would
which
think
it's
that it
not.
lets me...
Closer to 3.5.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't allow me to create sparks enough to, like, act as stuff?
No.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is...
The burning arrow is still in the ground.
Burning.
Oh, pick it up, throw it in.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cast resistance on myself and then throw it in.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. You grab the arrow. The black powder has since died down, but the
Right, yeah, I'm
like
gonna run.
the front
That'd be so dope
the
if you
front,
just
like,
hit it with the
half
burning hands.
of the arrow shaft is still at the very least smoldering. And you pick it up and you look at the line on the floor that that Dedrin poured out, and you raise your arm up and I need a will save.
Come on. Nice.
5. Okay. Okay. No, this. Okay. You feel your heart drop, and the back of your mind is telling you don't do this, but you are currently shaken, and you can make a ranged attack at the -2 for shaken.
Okay. So -2 for shaken. So yeah, this will be -2. I'm wondering if this is like DM telling us, hey, you probably shouldn't do this. Or if it's like, oh yeah, the house is preventing you from annihilating
Yes.
it.
Sounds like the house is preventing us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I mean, like, the DM enacting the adventure module's will.
Well, isn't everything that though?
Okay,
Maybe.
well, I'm gonna throw it in, and consequences be damned, I guess. We made sure there were no living people inside. Well, I guess. 16.
16. Okay. You toss it, and let's see positioning. CC, give me a dexterity. Meanwhile, you do toss it into the room, and it rolls, and there is, a little flame carried by the stick, and it it does catch the black powder, which spreads across the floor into the main room, and then it dies out, and there are black spots smoldering on the floors of this dusty, old, decrepit manor.
I'm gonna shoot a message back to Dedrin and say, Karzarath's arrow, it just went out. I threw it directly on the powder and it just went out.
No, I think it's even worse. It ignited the black powder, and then the black powder went out.
The black powder inside?
Yes, the black powder was ignited.
Oh, so it just got completely snuffed.
Mm-hmm.
Something's still keeping it alive.
Okay, well, what do we want to do? Do you want to blow this house off the cliffside instead?
Damn, that would be cool.
That would be a lot of black powder that I don't have.
Yeah.
That would I can make more black powder. I say, for now, fuck the house. Let's leave it as a reminder of the failure of the people.
I'm just going to throw this out there. The DM was pretty adamant about, are you guys taking the body out or not? What if it's the body that's holding the house together? If we take it out of there and then try to burn it down, what if that actually takes?
Well, Artanis?
Can I respond to messages?
I think so. Let me throw it up so that it doesn't.
I'm not positive.
I don't think you can. I think it's different. I think I remember that about it, but I could be wrong.
Creature that receives a message can whisper a reply.
There you go.
You know what? If just would CC out loud say leaving the body in the building may be causing it?
Yeah, actually, she may state that out loud. If you share that the powder did not fully ignite.
I will share that, and I will whisper with the message back to Artanis, chuck the body in the water.
Okay.
Take him out, throw him in the ocean.
Alright, okay.
River, whatever it is.
Alright, I'm going inside.
If you die, we'll be here to collect your corpse.
I know you will. I
and
know.
we'll sing songs about you.
There won't be good songs, but there'll be songs.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to take this body out the window, or I guess I'll try to hurl the body out the window first, and then just drag it from there.
Strength check.
Y'all.
You could
This is
chuck him
what
out this
happens.
window and get him closer to the water.
Too late.
0.
The lifeless corpse smacks itself on the frame, and parts of it get cut and stuck in the glass, and it is draped there inside of the house.
Oh,
Now
shit.
this is just embarrassing. Let's just leave. Oh, I mean, my message about the water was a whisper. I don't think anyone else would hear that.
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna rely on my push and drag ability. I don't know if the rules are same in Pathfinder as they are in 5e.
Rules for what?
just pushing instead of like lifting?
I mean, yeah, we've got push and lift and such limits somewhere. Yeah, lift overhead, lift off ground, drag or push.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna push it out the window.
Okay. With time, you manage to get the corpse out of the window.
And then I'll just drag it over to the edge.
Okay. You watch Artanis struggle as he is pulling this corpse over to the edge of the cliff face.
Heave ho.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say a small prayer. It's like, hopefully, if there's an afterlife, you're greeted with some sort of empathy. And
Or a
I
hot
boot it over the edge.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me another strength.
Oh, another strength.
Mhm.
God damn it.
Okay, so as it tumbles and crashes down the cliff face, leaving months-old blood and viscera behind, it finally tumbles into the water below.
At this,
It wasn't pretty.
at this,
Oh,
Cece
yeah.
will speak up, seeing Artanis throwing it over the edge. She'll just very, very simply go, "Oh, well, that'll be quite a surprise for the next town over."
Okay.
And I will try. I will walk up, pat Artanis on the side, and I'll hand him a little pouch of black powder to disperse as I stand outside the window, ready to fire a shot.
Sure. How many doses do you give him? I guess that's up to
I
you.
will, yeah, I will give him because it's full. I will give him my black powder, my powder horn, which holds 10 doses.
Okay.
Just sporadically pour it out, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Good job, Artanis.
Yeah.
So with slightly thicker lines this time, making sure to really concentrate the black powder and get things started. The black powder is placed, and Artanis makes his way out of the window again.
Okay, sir.
And I'll shoot it.
Okay. Hmm.
Try to shoot it.
Yeah. Hey, Dedrin.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like you to make me a will save.
Okay. Good thing I'm next to someone to grab me in case anything goes bad.
Yeah, somebody with such high strength.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, to be fair,
Okay.
when Cece was trying to grab Karzarath, it was a dex.
So as you point your gun into the shattered window and aim expertly at a section of the pile, a shadowy, fearful figure steps out from behind this column and lunges at you.
Ooga booga booga.
It is a terribly horrifying beast though quite shadowy still, Artanis, you see nothing. It reaches out and touches you, and I need a fortitude save.
Oh boy.
Dang.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. You take 13 damage.
Ooh, okay.
As this fearful beast created from your own mind strikes at you.
Oh no, not minus 45. I need my health to be at 45. Does this prevent me from firing my gun?
Can you even make a concentration check? I think that's in the spell tab. Yeah, that's in the spell tab.
Like, if I see a spooky ghost, my immediate in-mind reaction would be like, yo, fuck this shit, bop, bop.
Yeah, you're gonna fire, but let's say minus half the damage, and since it was 13 rounded down, that's gonna be minus 6.
Okay. And if it helps, I know there's a spooky ghost that only I see in the way, but I'm trying to keep my aim still trained where I see the black powder.
Yeah.
So here's a shot into it, and if the first shot doesn't ignite it, I will stay as long as I can, just unloading bullets into the stupid house.
Maybe it'll get rid of the birds too. Check out what they're
22
guarding.
minus 6 is going to be 16, which is fine. You shoot, and the bullet, and it's, I would say ricochet, but it definitely would just kind of work its way through the floorboard. Ignites the black powder, and you can feel on your face the sudden surge of warmth from the entire black powder horn erupting in front of you.
Okay, so may
yeah.
I set up a stone shield as a reaction?
I was gonna say, if there's, I know, like, explosions are a pretty instant thing, but if there's anything that I can take an immediate reaction to other than sprinting, it's to put another body in front of me, and we all know who that body is.
Beautiful.
It's
not me.
Because I know how I assume I would know how my own ignitions would work, so I could imagine that I know this is about to go boom.
I would allow Artanis to have prepared something. Dedrin, because of
the ghost,
this spell-like effect, your shot simply goes, and because of this effect, while you shot, you weren't paying attention to whether you hit.
That's fair.
In that case, it's going to erupt, and I'll just hand out a little 2 singe damage as it erupts in here. Artanis, you should be fine. And as these flames die down again, Dedrin, you can see some serious singe marks on the wood, but this wood should have been going up in flames by now.
Janice is gonna look at him, kind of surprised,
Magical fire.
I thought you were going to jump behind me.
I just look at Artanis and I say, fuck the house. If people want to die inside of it, they can be my guest. Leave it standing for all I care. We came for what we wanted. And I will turn around to leave.
Huh.
I'm not
Okay.
there.
I am glad you made that fortitude save, Dedrin.
Oh, I feel like I would have went inside.
I'm not going to tell you what the consequences for failing are.
Well,
But
without
he is
knowing,
going to imply.
I begin my walk back.
He is going to imply that they're very dire.
Mhm.
All right. You leave the house as is. Do you make your way back to the cart?
Yes.
Okay.
Safely, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Um,
And directly to my horse, of course. Of course.
yes. Hope has made her way. And I need to stop coastal town because you're not there. You do make your way to. Aha, there it is. To the cart.
And I whistle
Ooh.
for hope. That's what I do. So she'll meet me halfway.
Mm-hmm.
I should pull up my Google Notes, man. I have so much written down that I need to go over.
For
as
Wednesday or for
Artanis-
yourself?
For myself in this game, because there's stuff me and Mr. I See Everything need to talk about between our two characters in private.
I think if we're going back, I'm gonna mention to Dedrin, though it's not like I'm trying to dumb it down to a whisper. At the very least, the sheriff seems to understand what this mark on my neck means. If I give him a full account of what's happened, hopefully he recognizes what it means.
Just don't go pissing anyone off, because then I can't save you.
Well, yeah.
We're stuck together specifically to keep each other safe. If you go pissing people off, there goes my protection.
That's true. I don't mean to piss anyone off.
Well, unfortunately for us, those markings might tend to do that.
Yeah, but I think we've met enough times that he kind of knows. Hopefully. That's my thought, at least.
And not that I care for you, Artanis, but if anyone else gets in your face, I'd much rather shoot them than you.
That means a lot.
Silence for the rest of the ride.
Of course.
Edgard and Artanis has reached friendship level 0.25.
Alright, that's a bit generous. Maybe like 0.12.
Dude, I thought it was negatives. I thought it was in the negatives with that. I don't care for you very much.
Maybe like 0.001.
I'll take it.
Slowly, by the end of this campaign, it'll hit 0.02.
That would be really impressive.
Will it leap up if he dies?
If he leaps up, if he dies, it probably just goes back to a static 0 because he's dead.
Oof. Yeah.
He's useless now. What good is
Yeah,
he?
like,
Dedrin.
Fair.
Like,
fair.
if he dies, man, I'm gonna be the one booting him off into the ocean.
Goodbye.
All right. Did anyone else have anything they wanted to say or do?
I've always wanted to see France.
I hear it's lovely this time of year.
You're right. No. Yeah. Well. I will. I will brush Hope real quick before we leave, and then let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I guess I would.
I'm all
Tired of
I guess-
smelling mold.
Yeah. I think another thing I would tell Artanis on the ride home, on the ride back, after talking about how I only get to be the one to shoot him, would be I would tell him, and do me a favor, when in populated places, make sure I'm close by.
Sure thing.
And again, that goes back to I'd rather shoot someone else than you.
And well, you need a clear line of sight in order to do that, don't you?
Exactly. And not having my eyes on you, that's not clean line of sight. Yeah, I treat him more like trash than scum. If scum is the worst and trash is above, that's how I treat Artanis.
Well, I mean, he's going into the trash himself, so.
That is true. He is the trash man.
Yeah, nothing to conversate about for me.
Mm-hmm. You make your way down this trail, and life begins to spring up again across the bridge, and finally making your way back to the Lost Coast Road.
Oh my god, something that doesn't smell like mold. It smells like actual life.
It smells like pollen.
What
Yeah. Achoo!
what time is it by the
I've got
time we
allergies.
actually get to Sandpoint proper?
Sandpoint, I really need to keep notes of what time things are. So you had your night, and then you had your big battle, and you were still fumbling
DM.
around in the house for a while.
Was Southern briefly. Oh, excuse me, GM.
Yeah, I don't want to get Wizards of the Coast involved here.
No, we really don't.
By the time you get back to Sandpoint, I'm gonna say it's probably around
If it helps, I can narrow down my question to is it sleepy time or is it people are still out time?
people would still be out. Not everyone, but people would still be out. Probably like 7 or 8.
Okay. So not full nighttime but late.
Yeah. Later in the day, it's not bustling, but
Well, if that's the case, I would suggest for all of us to finally have beds at the tavern and catch up with the sheriff in the morning and any other dealings we have in town.
That sounds amazing, but first, I'm gonna drink a lot of booze.
That too.
All right. So as the time goes by, 3 or 4 hours or so, you make your way back to Sandpoint, and I will GM layer your tiny tokens and bring back your big tokens. Also, bring back this.
Well, I'm glad to be back in Sandpoint, and I think I will join Bear for a drink, though I would prefer some strong tea over alcohol, but strong tea nonetheless. This has been quite a journey.
Dedrin will order himself a cup of black coffee and make his way to the room, giving Artanis a little nod as like, order what you want, but we need to talk. He gives him that look.
Artanis nods back. I think if Cece is gonna have tea prepared, I think Artanis would probably join her for a little bit before heading up to the room.
Liquor.
I don't think I could do that.
No, that's what Bear's drinking. Liquor.
Ver seems like a hardcore drinker. I could see Ver just chugging bottles of Everclear.
Not so much. He enjoys getting drunk, but he doesn't enjoy losing himself to the alcohol.
You don't want to lose yourself in the moment? What
No.
if you're given one shot and one opportunity?
I might get Mom's Spaghetti on my t-shirt already. But yeah, so he's more of he drinks to get buzzed and then to get drunk, but he doesn't drink to get blackout. He just drinks to get in that nice buzz area. So he'll take a shot of, I don't know what kind of alcohols they have, but we'll just say whiskey. Because I feel like every world has a whiskey. But I don't know. Yeah, so drinking that.
I think Artanis would briefly ask Cece. So that whole ordeal, the whole time I was there, I felt all these weird, otherworldly compulsions. I don't know how the divine works, but why did you become an oracle?
Why did I become an oracle? That's a good and fair question. She kind of taps her chin and she looks down at her teacup and just slowly plays with the rim. Well, I wouldn't say I really became an oracle, as it just kind of turned into a gift that I ended up receiving. It took me a while to kind of understand the whereabouts of said gift and what it entailed, but it did turn out to be a blessing in disguise with my family and just really everything. When my sight was taken from me, it kind of opened me up to different things, and I became in tune with different things, and the spiritual world is what spoke the loudest.
Now, as an oracle, is there some sort of thing that gives, is it kind of like a cleric? Says Fair. Do you have a patron at all?
Yes and no, I guess you could say. Clerics, like Kalar, have one specific person that they talk to and that they seek guidance from.
Right.
The best way that I think I can describe it is I pose a question for help and reach a hand out And whoever takes my hand to offer me that assistance is who I work with at the time. All gods have their own. Oh, how do I say this without seeming, well, rude? They all have their own agenda. So sticking with one person's agenda may not be beneficial, and what you're doing may not fit within the god's agenda. So what I am doing or needing the assistance for may fit into one god's agenda versus another. It's just gets odd when many hands reach out to grab yours. That can be both.
I can imagine.
That could be both terrifying and exhilarating at the same time, depending on the circumstance.
And who wins?
Yes.
The best one for you, or
sometimes it's the loudest voice. Sometimes it's the softest voice. Sometimes it's the one with the firmer grip, and sometimes it's the one with the feather-like touch. It all really varies, actually. It's a little hard to explain unless you experience it, I guess.
Ver kind of sloshes around the ice in his whiskey and takes a sip of it.
Seems overwhelming.
That's interesting.
It seems like it would have its benefits if you're not dedicated to one specific deity.
Yes. Certain gods will help with one thing that won't, and others won't.
It's very true. There's a lot of things that you could ask assistance from. Let's say you wanted to bake a cake. And so you reach out to, the god of weaponry, and you're like, help me bake a cake. He may not understand how to do that, but he may still offer you help. But then you get the god of baking, and you get a chance to talk to them, and you ask them for help. Their help is going to work better for you than the god that makes weapons. But you would never ask the baking god to make you a weapon. So, but sometimes that cake that you're making could actually be very beneficial to the god of weapon. So he may try to reach out and offer you assistance because it fits within his plan or his idea, because you're going to give that cake to somebody you're going to give that cake to the baker, to the blacksmith down the road who's been working really hard, and the god of blacksmithing wants you to bake this cake to assist to praise the blacksmith for all of his hard work. So sometimes it's better to take the lesser obvious path, because you could end up doing a world of good.
Indeed.
I see. And for oracles, you're the first oracle I've met. Do all oracles experience this loss of sight that you mentioned?
That is something that turns unique for each person in exchange for your gifts that you're given. It tends to come with a detriment of some kind. So in my world of detriments, it turned out to be my sight. And I'm okay with that, because the gifts that are given to me are more than I could ever explain, especially since I have been granted the gift of even more sight, which I could never ask for. Never even thought to ask for, actually. And I've been walking around in a fog until just recently. It's been a nice change. And again, it may fall into many gods' plans, which is why they have decided that it is important that I have this.
I see. I suppose it's hard for me to comprehend. I've just been extremely perceptive ever since I was a child, and I could see how that helps me in my field. It's
well, you really could with that perception of yours.
Yeah, I can
really see
hear if my client is lying to me, if they're close enough, and I can
That's
see
very
when
interesting.
when someone's veins are twitching. So it's not foolproof, and sometimes I can be fooled, but it's just interesting to see what it's like without those senses and how people can still rise above that and make the best of it.
You're a very interesting person, Artanis.
Agreed.
As are the two of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
little old me.
Well, that does circle back to a question I've had for you for a while, Ver.
Hmm?
It is the path that you're on of being a fighter. Is that something you want to do, or have you ever wanted to learn a different skill? Like, and I only mention this because I used it as a reference before, but baking. Have you ever thought of doing something and mastering something additional to fighting?
Well, to be honest, fighting really does call to me, but I would like to learn to cook.
Cooking, really?
Hmm.
What would you want to learn how to cook? Would you want to learn how to cook stews or steaks or pasta? What would you
A
like
little
to
bit
learn
of
how to cook?
everything, you know? Just be able to create a round menu, you know?
Oh, wonderful. Wonder if we could find somebody in town that would be willing to teach you. I mean, even if you could learn how to, recognize plants while we're out in the wilderness and maybe make a stew of some kind, like that would be so yummy.
Well, I do have survival, so...
I wonder if, 'cause we've been here for a while
Good
and
out
we
in
kind
the
of have a name for ourselves. I wonder if the kitchen staff may be willing to show you a thing or two.
There's cooking arc.
Character
I'm down.
development!
Big, imagine the big ass spatula, like the big ass burger I could flip with this huge spatula that I'd have to have made for myself.
No, that's just the flat side of your greatsword. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. I saw this one cook. He put his greatsword over the fire and
Just over
used
the
it as a
fire?
grill.
I mean, you could do that the next time that we're out in the field. We could cook up some of our rations.
Not with this sword.
Oh. We should get you a cooking sword then. And she's like in full thought mode. You can see her. She's like holding onto her teacup next to her mouth, and she's just like fully and just like kind of staring off into La La Land. Like, where can we get Bear a giant sword that he could use just for cooking?
If you could get me a reference, maybe I can make something for you. I do know how to craft weapons.
Oh. Interesting. Well, just like, I mean, if it's gonna be as heavy as a sword, it's not gonna be worth it. But like, if it can be light and like foldable, maybe, I don't know.
Never know until you try, right?
Right. I did see that guy doing it with that sword, but like, I don't want to carry two swords.
So maybe if it was something like a cross between your sword and one of my swords,
Something
somewhere in
like that.
between.
We need to get a fucking bag of holding.
Yeah, we really do. Out of game, we really need a bag of holding.
That would be very convenient.
Ver would say that in game, because Ver has seen a little bit of magic itemery in his time.
Oh no, yeah, Artanis was responding in game as well.
Okay, yeah.
But I do think Dedrin awaits me. I do look forward to seeing whether or not you pursue your interest in cooking, Ver.
Well, first we gotta figure out what happens after we present the evidence.
Well, you're not wrong, but this adventure that we found ourselves on, it doesn't fully define who we are, correct?
Nope.
We're more than this profession that we find ourselves in.
But right now, one of the big parts of this is this meeting with the sheriff to see
Yeah.
what's next.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Cece, until next tea time. Ver, good evening.
Yep.
Yes, good evening. Now, Bear, let's get you back in the kitchen. Let's go talk to that cook. And I would like just a mental montage of like Cece dragging Bear into the kitchen and convincing the
he'll
cook
walk.
to teach him like some form of something, maybe even just a simple stew.
And as you say this, the Ameiko's tone kind of shifts from "you want me to teach this oaf how to make food" over to "there's nothing wrong with being an adventurer and knowing how to cook. I did it myself." And then starts to get some basics, I guess.
Should I roll something?
I think in order for you to actually gain any kind of proficiency or such, that would take like
A long time.
a week or so. I don't actually know about downtime rules. I haven't looked too close in that.
I mean, I've got the ultimate campaign, so I could check that out.
True, that would be cool.
Have I showed you my Pathfinder books?
Not all of them. I don't think so. Anyway,
I'll post them somewhere.
Ver, Ameiko, and Cece off to the side are having a time in the kitchen.
Yes.
Harzarath is taking a much-needed rest because of how much damage he sustained.
Oh yeah, and I've got like
And-
cuts all over my body
Yeah.
while I'm learning to cook.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird. It stings so much, and you don't really understand how the other people can stand to not wear 3 inches of armor everywhere on their body.
Right. I don't understand it. Why don't they? I don't get it. But as we're sitting through this cooking explanation, I turn around and go, I think that I feel like I felt before with the ghouls. I think I might want to go see what's his name?
Pilar?
Yeah.
Oh, you're feeling weird?
Yeah, I feel like before.
Oh,
I'm starting to feel a little bit slower.
okay. Point of order, GM. The spell that they used was Lesser Restoration, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Cece kind of like claps her hands together and kind of like rubs them, like trying to create friction. She's like, okay, I think I know what they did, and I don't think I'm going to hurt you by trying it, but if you would like, I can give it a shot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And she will reach forward and she will just clap both of her hands against the side of your face, probably a little bit too hard, just like slap. And then she closes her eyes and she mutters a spell, and I will cast Lesser Restoration on you.
Okay, dispels. I haven't come over all ghoul, but I remember, I think I remember failing a fort save.
The note says you're clear. The only one still remaining is Karzarath.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay,
So that's
cancel
a
that.
feeling.
I swore I remembered that I got it again, but
I mean,
Okay.
Ver, you did get attacked quite a few times during that
Right.
last battle.
right, yeah, I mean,
But I don't think any of us came out for the worst from that fight.
well, thank goodness, because I swear I remember it. But if the note says that I don't, then I will bow to the note. respectfully. And Lesser Restoration you should probably give to Karzarath. Because he's missing a lot of his stats. A lot. I mean, out of game. I can't really tell you this as Vare, but...
Yeah. Okay, then rewind. She does not slap you.
Cooking, yes, cooking.
If Karzarath does express that he's not feeling well, I think that Lesser Restoration would go to Karzarath before he went to bed.
Okay. Dex, Con, or Wisdom, and you can roll a d4.
I think his wisdom is like...
Down. He lost -4 wisdom.
Yeah, so 4...
He's hurting in all of them.
1d4?
Yeah, 1d4 for every round that you wanna. Okay, so much better.
Can I hold this until he is completely back to normal?
You would have to spend a new slot, but yes, I would let you do that.
Okay, I've got one more slot, so I will spend that.
Okay.
And this one will go to his con.
Okay.
Hey, solid 2s across
Okay.
the board.
Ah, yes.
Oop. Yep, there we go. And then after he's done, I will walk him to his room, and then I will go back to the kitchen because I want to watch Vare go through this experience. If he wants to learn how to cook, Cece is going to support him through this.
He's still up there watching and nodding and things.
Good. You learn. You become our tank and our chef. It's gonna be beautiful.
I can catch it. I can cook it.
Right. Any other activities prior to this night's rest?
I know me and Artanis need to talk. I'm also curious any after effects of my save.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't worry about that, guy. Put your feet up. Them dogs are barking.
When I walk into the room,
I
are there
love
like
the
blue
power I
veins
have as a
shooting across
GM.
the face?
Isn't it great?
Sorry. Artanis,
great.
you were saying?
When I walk into the room, do I see like blue veins shooting across Dedrin's face?
No.
Okay.
You might see one, but that's a natural part of his complexion.
Oh, okay, got it.
And depending on the time, you would likely enter the room just as he's finishing off writing a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Last will
A missed missive.
Bless you, love. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the RP. What are you writing, officer?
Oh, just a usual claim of bounty.
That's good.
So, Artanis, we have a bit to talk about. He says as he wraps up his letter. Do you remember what Foxglove spoke about before we ended him back at the manor?
Out of character. Shit. Like a month ago.
Mm-hmm. And I have it written in my notes.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
I wrote
you
some of
do.
it down too. All right. Well, you have yours written down.
Yes,
but,
I do. I was going to say, if you're looking through your notes, it has to deal with Magnamar.
Oh, that's right.
I love Magnamars with the marshmallow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like we might get pulled back to Magnamar at some point.
Indeed. He spoke about the Brothers of the Seven. I didn't directly do work with them, but I know of them. It's been a month, so I'm gonna ask
Hmm.
Artanis this. Have you done any work with this group in the past? Have you had them on trial? Did you protect them?
And I'm gonna defer to Dieter out of character.
Hmm. Um, I will say that I believe last time I said that no, you have not represented them in court. However, it is likely that you have heard of them, at the very least.
Okay. No. I'm familiar with the name, but I have not represented anyone associated with that group.
Well, that could prove useful if they don't know who you are. It's likely they know of me, so I would suggest if our paths do head back to Magnamar, we prepare ourselves and gear up appropriately. I don't think I need to remind you that the two of us aren't exactly welcome back home.
No, you don't need to remind me, but it is a challenge since I don't precisely know who it is that gave me this. He says, tapping on his tattoo on his neck. I will try to remain discreet, but it's difficult to know what the right course of action would be if I'm in the dark regarding my own history, and the most either of us know about me is what you have on file.
Dedrin would nod his head and say, what I know of myself is here in Sandpoint, I can protect you from the law. I can speak with the sheriff. I can keep you safe. I am an outside officer. If our paths do lead to Magnamar, my string of protection ends the second we step foot into the city.
And how best should we proceed protecting one another?
He taps his sidearm in the holster and he says, with as much firepower we can accrue before heading there, if it comes to it.
That's fair enough. Oh. Well, tomorrow's going to be an interesting day, I'm sure.
Indeed, we'll deliver our evidence to the sheriff. I have some things that need to be checked out, and then we go from there. For now, I have a letter to drop off. See you in the morning, Artanis. And if possible, Dedrin would like to leave the building if there's any like message service, or if there's a mailbox outside the tavern, or if I can leave the letter with the tavern owner to send out type deal.
There actually are services for that. I forget what it is called, but it is the Sandpoint Mercantile League.
Well, if they're still open,
Yeah.
I'll find my way. So I guess at some point the two in the kitchen might see Dedrin come downstairs, walk out.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's here somewhere.
And for Artanis, I will say, I don't know if I said it, but when talking about Magnamar and the lack of protection Dedrin will be able to give you, you definitely would have heard like a drop in his voice, like suddenly shit got serious.
Noted.
Yes, cooking.
Okay, so message delivery is 2 copper per mile. So if you're getting to Magnamar, oh boy. Okay, let's do some math.
God, I gotta find Magnamar on the map. Where even is it?
4.6.
Oh, there it is.
So about 120, 60, 45 miles. 2 copper per mile, so 90 copper, 9 silver.
Oh, yeah. That sounds right.
Also, thank you, Artanis, for doing that.
Can I?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Can I? Because I want to be discreet. I want to be safe about it. Can I give them a single gold and be like, this message needs to be delivered with haste and protection? Needs to be seen that it's safely delivered, and so I will pay for that safety.
Sure. In total, that's only 1 extra silver, but it's still more than they asked for.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll work with that.
Cool.
It's gonna be
And
so
then I
fucked
would-
up if we get sent on a quest to deliver our own fucking message.
And then I'll find my way back to the tavern and head back to my room for a rest.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Ameiko would eventually say that that's enough cooking for tonight and pack it in, especially because at some point guests are going to stop eating.
Right. And start sleeping.
Yeah. And I think that puts us at first long rest.
Yeah.
So, in light of that and the experience post, everyone may take 2,320 XP. I'll add that to Karsarath.
2,320?
2320,
What was it?
yes.
2320.
2320.
Ooh, okay. That's pretty good.
I think that's like really close to the next level. Wait. What is level 7?
23,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Wow.
1,000 off. Well, for
I'm on,
some.
I'm on 18,027.
I'm 17,854, and if the numbers add up, I think our 10 should be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick while we long rest. I'll be right back.
Yeah, speaking of, well, yeah. CC?
So I still have temporary negatives to my dex and con. Does any of that get alleviated at a long rest?
Yes, every long rest alleviates 1 ability damage every rest
Okay.
of each ability.
Okay, perfect.
If that means your constitution is up and you get your hit points back, your hit point maximum back, that also is there.
I do not. I'm still at -2, so I'm at 62.
Okay.
Not 64. Oh, I can do that instead.
Anyway, I think now would be a great time for a break.
Break time! Alright.
Yay!
Be back in 10.
Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. I just, hold on. Wait. Catholic nachos? What the fuck? What? What is this? Oh my god. What is that? It looks like marshmallows and bananas. Oh, those are the wafers? And cheese. Oh my god. Oh. That's hilarious. That's what they just serve for communion now. Catholic nachos. That'd be great. The blood of Christ is nacho sauce. Here you go. God. That's great. That's great. I approve. Sorry to make you come up with something on the fly, but I was like, there's got to be more that we could do with bear. Let's play with this a little bit. And you're like cooking. I'm like, brilliant! I will die on this hill. There you go. I will die on this hill with you. Bear will learn how to cook. You'll get it. Doesn't matter. That's what's important. Peter's gonna have to make cooking checks for you. It's just, you're just rolling to make better stuff or new stuff. I think that would be fun. Yes. Or you want to learn how to make something new, like handmade pasta, and then you roll that. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I think that'd be amazing. Perfect. There you go. So you got a plan. Let's do this. Oh, there you go. Yes. Make all the things. Fully support this endeavor, and I will back you in every step I can. Yeah. Yes.
Ooh, nice. I bet the ultimate combat's really helpful. That is true. That is very true indeed.
as the sun rises in the east, as it tends to do, you all wake up. Some still a little worse for wear, others more rested.
Let me just heal those HPs there.
Yep. Guys are dead.
How do long rests work again?
You gain your level and hit point. Your level plus con, I believe.
Yeah, I'm working with level plus con.
Okay.
And level plus con, all of your daily things, including spells, and reduction of any ability drain by 1 for every ability score.
Okay, so I get my single grit point back and 9 health.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
We really haven't had a situation where any of my grit has needed to be spent.
How many grit do you have?
I have 4.
Okay, that's a fair bit.
My my hit points aren't there. Like on my token.
Yeah, none of ours are there, but when we're in combat and on actual maps, it's there, so.
Oh, okay, I just can't heal up. It's a problem.
How much would you heal?
I would heal, I believe 9.
Okay, you're at 45 hit points.
All right.
The only grit I've spent so far was the one time in combat where I broke my gun and I had to use quick clear to fix it. Because Gunslinger Initiative doesn't say it takes a grit point, it just says as long as I have a grit point.
Right. There's some nice things in there. Isn't Blast Lock? No, Blast Lock
Yeah, I blast locked once.
before.
But I haven't did it since because all the other locks were important locks that I didn't want to break.
Right.
Next level, I get some fun stuff. I get a lot of fun stuff that will be used a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just the extra base attack bonus for me is nice. Just more hits.
So I know my first stop in the morning will be the sheriff's office.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with you to there.
Yeah, me too.
And Artanis has some evidence on him too that he needs to bring.
Yep.
And we're all in agreement that he was the murderer.
Oh yeah.
I just want to make that clear that we all agree on that front, and we're not about to go back and forth.
The man turned himself into and was obsessed with killing Karzarath.
Okay.
So
I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same front, and we weren't about to accuse other people. We all agree Foxglove was 100% the murderer.
Yep. It sounds like we're unanimous.
Okay. So whenever our lovely GM unmutes themselves, that's where I think we're all going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Karzarath will tag along.
Mm-hmm.
So. Make your way over to the garrison.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not too hard to find Baylor. He's around.
Yeah. I would ask for a meeting, anyways. I assume we go up to his office.
Yes. So you made it back to town. What have you found out about the misgivings?
Well, we have found that your murderer was in there, and we promptly dealt with him as he tried to murder us. You see, the murderer was the owner of the manor. What was his first name again? Out of game?
Aldern.
Albus.
Albus Dumbledore was your murderer.
Aldern Foxglove.
Aldern Foxglove was the source of the murders, and I will place one of his rings I have on the sheriff's desk, and then I will say, that is not enough proof for you. We have something a bit more grislier, and I will nudge Artanis to take out the mask that still has half his face inside of it.
He would ask to see that. As disgusting as it may be, he's seen some disgusting things. So.
Okay, well, I'm still handling it with Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine it's like a wet slop onto the table. Because it is half a face. And a mask.
Well, I commend you greatly, and you have done a wonderful service for all of us. I'm sure we will sleep easier knowing that this has been taken care of.
The murderers have been dealt with, but that house is more persistent than one would think. If you or any of your other citizens want to meet a fate most unfortunate, I would recommend not going there and leaving it to rot.
Understood. We'll make sure to get a warning sign out on the trail.
I just look around at the others and I say, "So, Sheriff, we've found your murderer. Anything else?"
Well, not really. Not that I have. Not based on this. As tragic as this is, we will go on. But if this truly is solved, and I might still keep some extra guard for a few nights, that should be the end of it.
And I nod my head and then just give the look to everyone else of like, any words you want to say? Anything else we need before going back into town and dealing with other business?
Bear's got nothing.
I'm silent as well.
Well, then I'll look back at the sheriff and give a collective, essentially you're welcome, in the friendliest tone I could give, and say, if any other business comes up, you know where we're staying. And Dedrin will scoot himself off a chair and begin to head outside.
He nods at you all and
Whoa.
bids you off.
And, as we get outside, is there? I'll tell the others I have business to attend to. I need to get some things checked out. Is there a store somewhere in town that I could get things like appraised?
I suppose any kind of merchant within the item's purview could help with appraisal. It kind of depends what item.
Well, I have a couple rings that I want to find out the worth of. And
Right.
I guess I could bring this weird longsword that I have to either the dude who got Ver's sword or the blacksmith to look at. But I'll start with the rings, which one of them is a pearl ring from the bounty, and the others were Aldern's rings. Page 107 for Aldern's effects.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And I guess I'd invite anyone else who would like to join me, but I'm going off to find how much these items are worth to me.
I'll walk with you.
Alright, I got the muscle on the street.
Oh yeah.
I think Cece would try to place herself somewhere in the city and try to do some readings.
Okay.
I guess it depends on what Dedrin would have Artanis do. If there's no explicit orders, then...
I mean, we're not dealing with murderers. Go live a little before I have to come hunt you down again.
Alright.
Which one is that? That is 5. Okay. Finding places. Okay. You come across specifically looking for a jeweler's place, and you do find one. Rings and things.
Oh! Hey, we love rings and things.
Yes. This is a squat stone building in northern Sandpoint. There are a few lashes of soot from the fire that burnt down the old cathedral. It is number 5 up here.
Okay.
However, it remains standing.
Well, I will find my way in.
Following.
Right. As you go in, you notice at a table tending to some items with a ridiculous level of magnification over one of his eyes is a wild-haired man looking at some jewelry.
I'll walk in and say good morning.
Hello. Welcome to Rings and Things.
Yes, hello. I believe I have some items that may interest you, but I would like to know their worth first.
Yes, I see. Well, bring forth the items already.
And I'll pull out the Aldern's rings and the pearl ring.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a page number for the pearl ring?
No, you just said it was from the bounty. That's all I have written down.
From the... Okay, hold on.
Yeah, from the broski that I rolled crazy high to find in the cave.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, well, that would have been page 104. Wow, okay. He takes these items and goes back to the table where he has quite a lot of natural light as well as candles burning, and looks at them up close. And I suppose I can give some appraisals. Okay. Oops. Okay. Now, where did you find these special pieces? This one is quite costly. This pearl ring here is well, I'd say around 300 gold.
Can I do a sense motive to tell if he's BSing me?
Sure, absolutely. With an 11.
Can I also?
Yeah, I'll let you do 2 rolls.
All right, let's see now. My sense motive +1.
11.
Ah, V1.
4.
That does, yeah, 4.
If he is bluffing, you wouldn't know.
I'll say interesting and ask him about the other 2.
Of course. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, wow. Now these are something special. I do believe that these 2 rings are magical.
Oh snap!
I have to admit I am uncertain what the incantations are.
That man who made my sword enchanted could know.
Oh, probably.
It's a good idea there. Magic aside, how much would they be worth? Just generalized.
Generalized, it takes a fair bit of expertise and material to make these items. I could see them fetching anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 gold.
Cha-ching.
Indeed.
That's a bag of holding right there.
You would be
Depending on what
lucky
they
to
do.
find someone to buy it back at full value, mind you.
Naturally.
Of course. No. We'll have to find the enchantments on these rings, but about this pearl ring,
Mm-hmm.
I believe business may be in order.
I can see. And he will shuffle aside to a notably unlocked box. Well, there is a lock there. It's just not on the box. And he flips the box open and looks inside. Yes, I think that will do. And he pulls out a couple bags and let's see. Shoot. Yeah. Okay. Sets down some gold and says, the raw value of that might be around 300 gold, but if you are to take it off of, if I am to take it off of you from right at this very moment, I can offer 225 gold.
Okay. I will say I understand that you have to make business as well. You have to be able to resell this and reuse it. But the way you speak of it, surely it could be worth perhaps 250.
Give me that diplomacy.
Okay, come on, diplomacy, please. Please, diplomacy, you have failed me in every other occasion.
Every other time.
I'm gonna keep my eyes closed.
Nice.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
I opened my
There you
eyes.
go.
I opened my eyes. I opened my eyes.
Now, let me verify this with how diplomacy works. Just make extra sure. Okay. Wow, this is wild how much stuff there is. I can work with that. And he will pull out an additional 25.
Nice.
Okay.
Way to go, boss.
Yeah. Alright, I will look in the bags first of all to make sure all the gold is there. No.
Right. It would take a while to count itself, but the bags seem to be standardized.
Okay. So I'll give him the ring for the monies.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think our next stop would be the old guy that Ver got his sword from.
I
To
wonder if-
verify these rings.
Verify him.
So that's me and I assume Ver's following too, next stop.
Yep. You're dealing with money. You need the muscle around.
Oh yeah.
44. Okay. While you are heading down to a feathered serpent, is anyone else doing anything? Oh, I know Cece. Cece's trying to get some readings going.
Yeah, I was gonna mention to Cece that I'm actually gonna look to see if I can find that cooking sword that Ver mentioned.
Oh, that sounds like a blast. Do you mind if I tag along?
Not at all.
Wonderful.
You know where we can find a book on this?
I bet there's a shop nearby that we could find a book on. Are you looking for a book on construction, or are we wanting to get Vera a book on cooking as a gift?
Well, we can get him a book for cooking, but if I just had something to work off of so that I know what kind of design I'm going for, I think that would help a lot.
I'm sure we could find a book, something like that. Yeah, let's go check a local shop. Is there a bookstore in this town? Or a library?
There is a bookstore. There is also a partial library in the Tarundrock Academy, but there is a bookstore. I think at least one of you has been there, but it is the Curious Goblin, which is number 22.
Goblin. Okay. Yes, so let's find the bookstore. I don't mean to assume, but you seem to know the layout of the land fairly well, considering you stood on a roof and spotted everything. Do you know where the bookstore is?
I think so. I think it's over this way. And we'll head on over to the bookstore.
Okay, so
The Curious Goblin.
yes, Curious Goblin. With its sign in the front depicting a wide-eyed goblin reading an upside book nearly as tall as him.
Nah,
That's adorable.
it is a cute sign.
And as you enter, there are books all over.
All over, as in, like, they're haphazardly on the floor and on the shelves and stuff?
No, the books are taken care of, but
Oh, okay.
they may be in uneven stacks on a table. The place is not cost, it's just there are a lot of books. And it's
I
not a
see.
library.
Okay. So, I'm gonna trying to nonchalantly put my hand over my neck as if, like, I'm lost in thought. And call out, hello? Is there anyone here?
Coming! And out from around a nook appears a venerable human man. Yeah. Hello, you two. You look lovely. What brings you here?
Hi. We're actually seeking a book on cooking, both for developing skills and that may show recommendations for utensils.
Oh, okay. I guess we will skip over the cuisines of various lands as he finds and then pushes aside Chilaxian cuisine and Taldor cuisine and other various locations, and we'll just look for some beginner books. And as he scuffles around for a little while, he does find two or three books that basically cover getting started with cooking and the art of cooking and a basic cookbook and such.
Wonderful. Those will be perfect. It's got the art of cooking, basics of cooking. Do you mind if I flip through them to see if they show any of the supplies that we would need to gather?
Sure, of course. This is not just a bookstore. You can read here too.
I don't know how useful this would be for me. And she kind of like waves her hand in front of her face since her eyes are still clouded, and she will hand the books to Artanis.
Oh, right. So Artanis is gonna sift through the books, and recipes notwithstanding, do any of the books show any sort of bladed cooking utensil similar to what Ver has described to us?
Aside some knives and a cheese slicer, no, not really. You're in strange cooking territory.
Yeah, okay. So I guess I'll ask him, are there... You said there are foreign cuisine books. Do any of them cover the unique cooking utensils that the chefs in other lands utilize?
I suppose that might be more a history type thing. Let me see what I can find.
Thank
There's
you.
probably not a lot of documentation on cooking utensils.
I guess as he's digging around, I'll kind of describe what Ver was saying that he's seen before. I don't know if that would help you find any references, but perhaps you can shed some insight into the matter. Maybe there's another reference that may be helpful.
What other reference?
I guess out of character, what could be helpful is like, I guess if there's history on warrior nomads that had to prepare their food, but they traveled light, so they used the same weapon to cook food as, you know, to chop elephants in half with or something. Maybe there would be something like that, like tribesmen or something.
I see, that is something to consider. you must understand that given a people live their lives consistently hunting for food and such, like you suppose, they probably do not have the most time to document things. I might say that Irison is a good place to look, potentially. I will see what is in here.
Irison. Okay. Where are they located? Or did I see the sign from the cathedral?
Irison is a country outside of Varisia.
Oh. Got it.
I'm sorry, young man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anything on tribal cooking implements.
No, that's quite fine. It did surprise me and intrigue me as well, but I figured it doesn't hurt to check, right? These books will be terrific. And I'm gonna whisper to Cece. Cece, I actually don't have money to pay for these. I was just gonna read the design and try to work off of that. Did you want to purchase these books as a gift to Bear? Because I think it's policy. I don't know if Dedrin is just holding my money for me, but either way, I do not have access to my money.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I can buy these, and you can make the item, or maybe a giant foldable pan, or something to that extent, and then we can each present a gift to him. But I do have funds to pay for this.
Okay.
And how many of those books will you be taking with you?
So I would like to purchase the Beginner's Guide to Cooking. If you have anything that could help with gathering things while you're traveling, so herbs, spices, what plants are poisonous and what aren't, things of that nature, that'd be great. And then how about something from... we talked about this briefly, Dieter, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So she would request a book of local cooking from the area that she used to live, like where she's from.
Okay. I think I gave you 2 options and you never chose between them.
That sounds like me. I will I will default to your decision. I am not heart set on either one.
Okay. Okay. That being the case, I'm going to put you in a small but local village by Turtleback Ferry.
Perfect.
So you would be looking for some local cuisine of the Ashwood, I suppose.
Hello.
Perfect.
Willkommen zurück.
Hi.
They're book shopping. Pretty quickly, Kask is able to find you a traveler's survivalist type book with tips on how to stay happy and healthy and out of harm's way on the road. And unlike, well, much like traveling in perhaps Australia, there are plenty of pages dedicated to creatures that are may be found on the road, but there are also scavenging, foraging food items and other survival tips within the book. As for Ashwood recipes, I'm sorry, but I do not have any books that I can recall surrounding the Ashwood.
Oh, that's quite all right. Artanis, where are you from? We could get a book from where you're from.
I'm just from up the coast in Magnamar.
Ah, wonderful. What about a place in Magnamar? Wait, you're from Magnamar?
Yeah, I could have sworn I mentioned that, but yeah. You wanted to find a cookbook from Magnamar?
Yes. Yes. She'll turn. She gets a little caught up in hearing this and staring at Artanis in shock for a second, remembering the conversation that had happened in underneath the house, and then she will turn back to the shopkeep and say, "Yes, a cookbook from Magnamar. Do you have any of those?"
Magnamarian cuisine is far easier to come across. It's quite it's one of the two biggest cities within Pharesia. He says as he's fumbling his way through a bunch of books. Here we go. You have two choices here. Well, unless you'd like both, we've got here monuments and delicacies, and this one is from a famous cook that is in Magnamar. I'm not entirely sure if they're still alive. But the recipes live on.
Well, with that knowledge, how much for both?
For these two, they are there's a little bit of an upcharge given that they have to pay royalties for the name. 12 gold for these two Magnamarian books, and 5 gold for each of the other books by themselves.
Oh, 22 gold?
That's correct.
Wait, let me check my pocketbook. Hold on. And she will reach into her bag, and you can just hear her kind of fumbling with coins. And luckily, they're all in different shapes, so she can kind of play off like she's fighting. And she will pull out 20. How much is that? Is it 10 for 10 gold to make a silver? Sorry, 10 silver to make a gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, the coinage is metric.
So she will pull out 19. She will pull out 190 silver pieces and put them on the table and very gently say, "Is that enough?" And look a
Dear
little
me.
confused.
Constitution of 6 and a strength of 4. How much does he want to work with this?
I can try to sweeten this if I can turn it into a diplomacy roll.
Well, you're probably gonna have to.
Okay. As she kind of lays out the final silver piece, she says, "This is a gift for one of my dear friends who has been through a lot. He's overcome a lot and just has a real passion for wanting to cook, and I want to do all I can to inspire him to follow that passion. I hope this is enough."
Right, I understand. So, go ahead and make that diplomacy.
26.
6. Do you happen to have 10 more silver or another gold?
Let me check. And I will feel around in my bag, and I will pull out 10 copper. And I will place those on the table.
If Karzarath is with her or around, he would help with that.
I mean, I'm there. I can help look. But I mean, if Cece's kind of...
You guys see Chask is smiling with his teeth and not his eyes. And his eyes kind of like look at you without turning his head at all.
Mhm.
And he just kind of says quietly, "Keep an eye on her." And he takes the coinage.
Yeah.
Dang. Hot dice. We love it. We love to see it.
Is that a yes? That was enough?
That'll be enough.
Now get the hell out of home.
Hooray! And she gets like super excited and like scoops up the books and like shoves it into her little carrier bag. It's, "Thank you so much. This is gonna mean so much to
I
my
just
friend."
spilled all of this gold.
All right.
Thank you. So I'm gonna step out and kind of lead Cece by the hand. I'll probably hold some of the books. She can probably hold some of the books. She's stronger than me.
This is saying something.
But I think I'll say, all right, well, the next part is I have to find materials for Ver's cooking weapon. I'm gonna be searching in the junkyard at Junk Beach. Do you mind?
No, I'll come with you.
Okay. So we'll head there next.
All right.
And if Karzareth wanted to come too and get dirty, that's up to him. I know Dedrin and Ver are off getting super expensive items appraised. So
Yeah. Speaking of, as you make your way to Junker's Edge, Ver and Dedrin, you make your way to number 44, the Feathered Serpent.
Well, if this is the same place that we got Ver's sword, I am familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very.
So I would,
Vorvashali Voon greets you again.
I'd walk in, say hello, say I have some interesting items I would like to get checked out, and perhaps you can tell me what they may be able to do. We've determined their magic. We don't know the magics within, and I will hand over or place the 2 rings on the table.
I
Or
see.
counter.
I'll have to take a look at these.
And I'm unsure if there's anything magical about it, but if you could also inform me if there's anything unique about this, and I will pull out that longsword. You just had me write down strange metal longsword. I will pull that out too.
Did I give you a page? No, I didn't.
No,
Was it
but I
in the
think-
pile as well?
I think it was in the pile.
Back in the pile.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I'd put that on the counter and say perhaps you can also inform me if there's anything interesting about this as well.
As he looks at one of your rings, he just kind of glances at it and tosses it on the table and grabs the next one and just says, "This one is a ring of jumping."
Ooh.
And looking at the second one, oh, that's cocked. This one is a little more difficult for me to figure out. Where's skills one? There it is. And yeah. Okay. And this here is a ring of protection. Minimally protective, but protective nonetheless. This item here can give you a bit of a boost when jumping high or long, and this one will it'll batter off a few things if you come into danger.
Finally.
That's good to know. Do you have
As a-
anything?
+1 ring of protection.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge on this interesting sword?
The sword. Um. Oh, there's nothing magical about it. I guess. Oh. Huh. He kind of like wraps his knuckles against it and it gives a solid ring. It's not like a pure and bright tone, but it certainly sturdy. I believe this is adamantine.
Ooh.
Mm.
Lucky fellow. Where did you find this?
Found it. Let's just say away from its owner.
I see. Anything else from you?
There, anything else?
You don't think so?
Then I believe that is all.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure to stop by and be a patron once again.
Oh, I definitely will when I. We'll definitely. Hey, while we're here, how much for a bag of holding?
Oh, that's fairly I don't have it. Now I do.
I think it's like 2.5k.
Well, I certainly don't have the biggest of them.
Well, we don't need anything huge, so that could work for us.
Just wondering if I even have the smallest. Oh yeah, okay. Just checking for like settlement stuff.
Of course, there's gonna be probably, if he has anything, it's a Mark 1.
There, do you have any use for the sword?
I don't think so. It's a bit small.
Then I believe after this, we'll pay a visit to our friendly blacksmith.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you'll get a pretty coin out of that.
Indeed.
Yes, I do not have the biggest bag. However, I do actually have a thin selection of some other bags. It appears that you are looking for the smallest one. That would fetch a price of 2,500 gold pieces.
Oh, there's our target boss.
Mm-hmm. Let's circle back when we find out the price of this sword.
Yep.
Thank you again for your business.
Lovely day.
and I'll head out. And I believe our next stop would be the blacksmith.
Yep.
As we're walking, I would like to slip the ring of protection onto one of my fingers.
Okay. Congrats on the +1 to your AC.
Yep.
Yes.
It's like pulling teeth to get it out of Pathfinder, so.
Yeah, you got nothing to complain about.
Right. Well, I've got +1 armor, so.
Okay. CC, Artanis, and Karzrath, if you decide to make your way out of bed, we've got Junk Beach.
Alright, so I think for Ver's sword, I'm gonna look for any amount of flat steel that I can work with, which I don't imagine would be too hard, but it's probably rusted. Would mending, the spell mending, work on rusted materials? Does it like deoxidize it?
That seems a bit... I'm gonna say no.
I probably second that.
Okay.
Due to the chemical change versus physical.
Okay, so
It's specifically if something is broken, I think.
right. I'm just wondering like how much rust can get on something before it's considered broken.
Well, it's rusty, and then if it gets broken, then it's broken.
Okay, so probably what I'll do is get non-rusted scraps of metal. I wonder if that... How would that work?
Okay.
I'll figure it out. I just need to get enough metal.
Either way, I'll take a perception check from you.
Okay.
Get your metal detector out.
Shit, where is my pinned message to you? I need a summary. There you are. So it's okay. I do not have the spell active. I think, yeah. So
Kenzie's giggling.
That's actually not me, believe it or not.
Oh.
all right, here we
Sounded
go.
like... That was weird. Somebody else.
Okay. Takes you about an hour, because it represents an hour of searching. But you are able to find some scraps that perhaps you could fashion into a thin pan-like surface.
Okay. All right. Well, next shop's gonna be the blacksmith, actually.
Okay. Now that it's getting a little bit later on in the morning, Harzrath and Ver, can I get a fortitude save?
Arzarath and Vare.
Mm-hmm.
Fortitude save.
Mhm.
Alright. I do believe the fortitude save is now +8 for me, so...
Yeah, you got a ridiculously good one for being the fighter.
Right. 20 plus 8. Oh, dow, son!
Sweet, okay. And then, is Karzrath present to make that roll? Okay. Ver, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh yes. Just 1 second. Quick second. Righty. Main, and then it was fort.
Okay.
Oh, rolling big for everybody.
Thank you. No further notice.
All right. Wonderful.
In
I knew.
that case, I'll
I
take
knew it.
Ver and Dedrin to the Red Dog Smithy.
Yes. Good old Red Dog Smithy, which was what, 15 if I got it right? Let's see if I got that right.
That is.
Hell yeah, I remember the number, but I don't remember the smith's name.
Das Korvat.
There you go.
Angry Irishman with red mutton chops and perpetually angry eyebrows.
Yes, as we walk in, I greet him, and I will present the adamantium longsword and say, I do believe you may be interested in this, my good sir.
Let me just... Okay, that wasn't absolute shit, so that's good. Yeah, as you pull that out, his eyes kind of widen a bit as he takes a look at what you've brought out. Wow, okay. And it was a longsword?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, where did you find that? He says, grabbing onto this slightly brown metal blade.
Dedrin will kind of just slyly smile and just say, let's just say, I found it apart from its owner.
Uh-huh. What would you like with this?
Do I know how much adamantium is worth?
You know it's a lot.
Okay.
I don't have a great intuition for pricing. But say that might fetch a price around 3,000 gold.
What?
Hey, look, bag of holding money.
That's money, baby. That's money right there.
Nice. Well, that's if he has it.
I will try my best to talk him into buying it for that, and I will say, something along the lines of, I can agree to that price if you can. As you know, I'm already a good customer, and I do believe not only will you make up that money reforging this sword or even selling this sword, but you'll make up the money just by me using your wares and using your workshop. I'm good. I pay for the materials I use. So I think it could all pay back if we can agree on that flat price right now and here.
Roll your diplomacy.
Oh my god. I hate this. I can't look.
You're gonna look again, aren't you?
I have my hand over my eyes, but I'm looking through my eyes. My hand.
I hope you're looking
I
through
would
your
hope
eyes.
so.
Yeah. No, my eyes are closed now. No, they're open again. One eye's open, one eye's closed.
Nice.
Ooh.
Solid.
Okay.
It's decent.
Well, there's market etiquette, and I can't exactly let you bleed me dry. Usually, if we're doing a buyback, I could do half the price, but you're right, I know that you're going to be back. How about we call it 2,300 gold?
Oh man, that's good. Oh, so
That
close.
is good.
Don't you be asking for more, that already puts me in a rocky spot.
I'm nodding my head like a goddamn bobble head. Because if we could just close that to our group dynamic, yeah, so good, so good.
I'm trying to think of something.
Just don't push your luck.
Yeah. So what was it? 2, 2, 3?
No, it was
Yeah.
2 3s.
Yeah.
I thought it was 2 3 20 2.3k. He offered us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm trying to think of ways I'd get more, but actually that's the exact amount I could use. Like I'm fine with that.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree to it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. 2, 3.
Okay.
Oh, that's what you said.
He rummages in the back and comes back. With a bag containing 150 platinum and a couple other bags containing a total sum of 800 gold.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna take a little walk back. I think.
We're just back and forth, back and forth.
Right? This is what happens after adventures.
So
love
the
it.
rest of the party walks in.
Oh, but before we leave, I have to ask him something.
Yeah. And as Das is admiring this slightly purplish brown metal sword, and the other three walk in, your question?
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna ask about how much it would cost for just like a sword-shaped like pan. Like, it doesn't have to be sharpened. It's just something that you would suspend over a fire so that you could put meat on it and cook it.
Perhaps if you want to spend more there, it could even be adamantium. Wink, wink towards DOS.
I wouldn't know. No, that metal, no. We're
Not
not.
in your life.
No goddamn way would I ever suggest such a thing, Das. Don't worry.
Seems like you're missing out on a good meal then.
Perhaps, but that is much more valuable as a killing material, right there. I just want something like perhaps, maybe just regular steel.
I suppose I could get you that.
For remember, you don't have to sharpen it. All I want you to do is cut me out a thin sheet of steel.
I suppose 3 gold will work.
All right, deal. I'll hand him over 3 gold.
All right. And
Gonna be pretty big, too.
it's not going to be that big. Looks over at the approaching group. What do you want now?
Oh. I didn't expect to see you guys here.
Oh, you're not gonna expect what we say to you next either. But first, before we say it, we've got to go to the magic shop.
Ah, okay.
Yes, I'll let Ver do the honors of saying what needs to be said when we come back. He seems extra excited about it.
I am at that. It's gonna make things so much easier, especially for you, boss.
Indeed. Well, I believe we're bidding each other farewell again.
All right.
Right. I'll be back for that
I'll-
a little bit later.
We'll see you then.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Oh,
bye.
yeah.
We'll meet up later. And Cece is doing everything she can to try to not show that her bag is now heavier than it was before, because she wants the books to be a surprise.
Well, Ver doesn't notice.
Yay!
Don't worry. He's when Dedrin says it's time to go, we are out the door.
So I'm gonna turn to the blacksmith and say, so I know this is gonna sound really weird, but that guy that just left, we're trying to surprise him with a sword that doubles as a pan.
You see his jowls drop as he looks at you.
And I don't know what your policy is with borrowing your forge, but I brought I think a sufficient amount of metal to form the I guess it's a giant utensil. Does this seem favorable to you? Is this all right? Or is there a fee?
Is that rubbish you found over Junker's Edge?
It's the most I can afford, but it's the most I could afford. But it is steel. I did find
Let me get in here
actual
and
steel.
erase that 3 gold. Get me no junk for no cooking material.
I don't
Crazy.
really. You look nice, but it's 50 gold if you want to come back here and use the forge and anvil in here.
Okay. Do you know
Can
where
you
we
make
can?
change?
Oh,
No.
You can't make change. She kind of
I'm
gives
not-
him a blank stare in surprise.
Listen, I'm not particularly in the business of letting people use my forge, so I'm not gonna faff around with the currency.
Okay then, and I will pull out a single platinum piece and put it on the table.
10 gold.
Gonna need
Oh,
5 of those.
That's right. I'm sorry. I got my mouth mixed up. I would not say that. I do not have enough to cover it. I have 4 platinum on me. I don't have 5.
Okay. Scratch that.
Karsrath can spot it.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
Mr. Moneybags Karsarath over there's paying the bills.
Just don't leave any junk or soot around the anvils and such.
I won't. And with that, I'm gonna utilize my psychic spell Remembrance to use, where is it? Borrow skill. So, just how experienced is this blacksmith?
Ugh.
Oh boy. The neediest item making. From me, it's 3 gold. Oh, thank you for making this extremely simple thing.
So, what is this spell? This psychic spell?
Oh yeah. Let me find it. I just closed the window. because I'm-
Remembrance or
Well, it's the psychic feature that I have, but I'll find you the spell. Borrow skill. Yes, this one. Copy. Am I able to paste it in here? Does it? Yeah. Yeah, the link's still in there. Cool.
oops. Borrow skill. Okay. One problem I see is that this is up to 1 round per level,
Yeah. So
and
I'm going
if
for
it
the.
takes longer than the duration, then it
Yeah.
fails.
And it says if the borrowed skill is a class skill for you, you gain +3. I was wondering if that was like in as like an addition, or just the whole thing just doesn't work. I mean, I'll give it my best shot regardless, but
I don't think you're going to be able to do this in well, it says
Sections.
level, not class level, but still 36 seconds.
I mean, probably not, but I guess for those 6 seconds, I'll be really knowledgeable. Well,
But
I
you're
have
not
a,
gonna...
I have a backup. I have a backup.
Okay.
What
I
is it
already...
called?
We don't know that.
They
It's too
don't
late.
know.
I know.
They're,
It's too
they're
late,
just
none of you
being
know
nice.
anything.
Right?
Okay.
Comedy of errors.
So this is my backup. So I'll use a burst of insight so that instead of using a +2 for my intelligence, it'll be a +6. And I will whisper to Athena, as the godsmiths forge their weapons for them, let me make this simple utensil. And I'll switch her bonus to be for craft weapons.
Okay.
Yep. So I am going to make this craft check. Hey, Cece, if you don't mind, can you help guide my strikes?
Sure. Yeah. And I will wander over to the very hot area, place my hand on his back, and give him guidance.
Whee! Okay. Okay, I mean, that's something.
Hmm. um. Yeah. You go to work on the shovels that you found and other various
My
sheets, and it takes a while to actually meld them together or to fold them over so that they will hold in place. But you are eventually able to fashion a long, unwalled can with a handle.
That can fold.
You could have it fold. Yeah. You
Yay.
can have it fold. It folds
Okay.
halfway. It's not super compact, but it folds.
Okay.
Now I'll have 2.
He will have to, yeah.
And you guys can carry them for me.
I mean, we can probably put it into the wagon if it's...
Yeah, you
cooking
just
for
put it into
Bedrin.
the wagon, not our super cool bag of holding.
I don't even know we have a bag of bolting.
I know. Soon you will.
Alright.
All right.
So, I don't know how long that'll take, but... Cutscene.
Back to Vorvashali Voon, I presume, at the Feathered
yes,
Serpent.
sir.
That was a great rhyme, too. Ish.
And as you enter the Feathered Serpent, back so soon, I see.
Mm-hmm.
You'd say we would be back.
Yep. So,
So about that bag of holding.
Managed to acquire your 2,500 gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How much? You're gonna have to give me numbers. How much platinum do I need to put down? How much gold do I need to put down? For someone who plays a math game, I'm not good at the math of money.
okay.
Let me take a look.
So, how much money do we have?
Yeah, that kind of depends on what the currency you have is.
So I have 2,611 gold and 160 platinum. I'm kind of rich.
Okay, so you could have just bought the fucking bag by yourself.
Well, I only previously I only had 1,500 gold and 10 platinum.
Right. No, you're right.
I wasn't rich yet.
You could go 2,500 gold, or you could go all 160 platinum and 900 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you wanted to keep some platinum, you could do 150 platinum and 1,000 gold.
I'll do that. that one. That last one you just told me.
Okay.
So what was it? 150 plat and 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Peepee.
All right. Then I will do that and buy myself the small bag of holding.
Yes. Small bag of holding.
Mach 1.
This bag is going to weigh 15 pounds as you carry it. It can contain up to 250 pounds of items, and it is 30 cubic feet in volume.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be very nice.
Yes, sir.
In order to retrieve an item from the bag of holding, it takes a move action. If the amount of contents is no more than a ordinary backpack. However, if there is more, which is fairly likely, it takes a full round action to retrieve an item.
All right,
That is awesome.
okay. Well, all right. Hold on a second. Well, I don't need. I don't think I need my backpack anymore.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I was ever using it ever. Anyways. I'm gonna immediately start putting stuff in my bag of holding. Also, I mean, we could, like, go past this quickly, but no, I mean, I'll just look at Vare and be like, listen, I'm not gonna get any use of this anymore, and I doubt we want to bother selling this. Vare, do you want an extra backpack for your giant back? You could probably carry 5 more.
Fuck. This armor is so heavy that I barely carry anything on me either.
Maybe you use the backpack as like a, it's kind of probably small on you. Maybe you use it as a pouch. Strap it to your waist.
My torso and they're the same. It's just my arms that are really big. I mean, I'm like 6'5", but yeah, we'll give it a shot. Let me see that bad boy.
All right, I'll give him the bag.
Right.
The backpack, not the one I just bought.
Well, duh. I'm not carrying around that. I'm not gonna have that responsibility. You're the boss. You're the one that takes care of that shit. But I do need some way that I can sleep in my armor in the future. If you gotta figure that out. Next, I would say.
Alright, so I'm gonna give him my backpack.
I think it's 2 feet.
For what?
Sleeping in armor without taking fatigue.
I know that endurance is for medium.
Okay, so it's just medium.
And
okay.
I would be that has no prereqs. I would have already taken that if that would make that happen, but alas and alack.
I'm thinking of something that requires endurance. I'm thinking of the next step up, which has nothing to do with sleeping in armor.
Right. It's a I should probably grab endurance anyways, but like maybe I could have Under Armour or something. Like get some mithril to wear under my plate.
Put on your armor sleeping gown.
No, it would have to be under, so I would take off the one armor and there would be still armor there. And that's why it would be Mithril, because Mithril don't weigh nothing.
Armor, sleeping cap.
Ooh, slumbering armor. Thanks,
Um,
Kens.
Anyway,
Oh, that's not too bad.
with
Just 500 gold.
a folding trash sword, folding trash sword pan, a bag of holding,
Yeah.
and a commission for a folding regular steel sword pan.
If he made that known. I don't think he voiced that to the guy.
No,
Nice.
not at all.
I just.
But
yeah.
mine's special.
Yeah. it's
Special
made
in
out
that
of
it has
garbage.
E. coli on it.
It's made out of garbage.
I think smelting the metal is part of the forging process, to be fair.
It's still garbage metal.
I'm just joking.
I'm not. No, I'm just.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, it
I'm
is
gonna-
garbage.
Right,
But
right.
I think we will leave that there, and you will all have time to plan your next moves.
Cool.
Yeah, we got that. We got that bag o' holding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This was actually a really enjoyable shopping episode.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a bit stressful on me,
also-
but that's okay.
Just for recording purposes, as you know, going back in time a little bit, back at this shop when we run into everyone, as I'm passing Artanis, I'll just look at him and say, "Have fun with this," and pass him the ring of jumping.
My God.
I don't think he knows what that is though. Which is
But
funny.
I'll tell him, "Have fun with this," and I make sure to tell him, "Put it on. You'll thank me."
You'll be like Mario.
So you have a ring of jumping. Not that you know it, but you have it.
Neat.
Awesome. Great game, as always. This was a lot of fun. Glad to be back in Pathfinder. Glad you're feeling better, Dieter. Like, that was not a good time for you guys, so glad you're feeling better. But for now, everybody say goodbye to YouTube!
Goodbye to
Bye,
you.
YouTube.
Bye, YouTube! Happy dungeon delving, everyone!